I read somewhere that you also really liked the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor
Yeah,
Frankl. And it truly is an incredible book. I've also read it a few times. It's just amazing. Do you recall out of the book what spoke the most to you?
yeah, absolutely. So I randomly I got a check through the post. We set up the Outsource Trust at that point, and this was probably I think I just started my facial surgery, so that this was late 2014, and a letter came through our door, and Lucy opened it, and there was a check in there, and she read it, and she goes, "You've got a check here from Coldplay." I said, "Don't be ridiculous. What are you on about?" And she goes, "No, there's a check here from Coldplay." And I looked at it, and it was actually a check from Coldplay,
What?
and a little note from Chris Martin saying, "Look, I've heard about what you're going through. I think it's amazing how you're dealing with it. You know your capacity for it, what you're doing, how you feel about it. It's just unbelievable." And he'd read, and this story was from that one picture that you showed earlier on.
Uh-huh.
That news article ended up in the New York Times, and that's where he read it.
Wow.
And then he searched me out, and he found the trust, and he very kindly donated to it. And in this note, he said, "Look, I think what you're going through is incredible, but if there's one thing I recommend for you is to read Man's Social Media by Viktor Frankl." He said it's a really hard read, but
Yeah,
I
yeah, it
think that
is.
there'll be a lot in there that you resonate with. And I'm a terrible reader, shocking. And I thought, well, if Chris Martin's telling me to do it, then it must be all right. I mean, it's quite cool.
Yeah.
So I remember I downloaded it onto my iPad, and I had all the surgery coming out. So I had loads of time in hospital recovering to read the book. And I remember one night I was reading through it, and once I started it, that was it. I motored through it. I just found it absolutely fascinating. And it got to the point, and it was about 3 in the morning, and my eyes are drooping, and it wasn't a quote by Frankel, but it was a quote in the text that said, "Once you work out the why, you will endure anyhow."
Yeah.
And it was like a lightning bolt moment, and it made me realize that my why is Lucy and Sam. They were, it was Lucy, Sam, and my dog right at the top. They were the why to begin with. And, at that point, we were starting to do more with other amputees that were coming into it, and we were helping them. And, they were then part of the why. And the how was always going to be my limb difference, my quadruple amputation, how I live with facial disfigurement, how I live with quadruple amputation. And I realized that the why was far outweighing the how by a mile. And down the line, the why's just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and the how's got easier and easier and easier. It's kind of the scales have gone far. The why's gone up and up and up with just sheer numbers, and the how is just, well, it's just day to day living.
Hmm.
It's fine. It's really cool. Um, and yeah, I think that was another amazing moment. This guy, someone in the public eye like Chris Martin would take the time to do that, and
Yeah,
support, and send a note, an email, and it was just a really weird moment, but
for
amazing at the same
sure.
time. And yeah, the band have been incredible to me. We still keep in touch, and supported projects, and yeah, I mean, they're just great guys.
Yeah, how was? Because you went to a concert from him.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
How
so
was the
we went to
concert?
concerts. Amazing. I'm going there on Sunday actually to see them again. It went.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we went to the concert, and then he invited me to the after party, me and my
Yeah.
family. We
Wow.
went to the after party, and I had 10 minutes chatting with him. He couldn't. He was just a really nice guy, and he said, "Look, if there's anything you ever need, just email. Anything you want, just email." And I've never emailed him for anything because that's not how we work. But if he, every now and then we send an email saying, "Look, you just send out a tweet or an Instagram post. If we're looking at a project to raise funds for hospitals or wheelchair projects, so stuff that we're doing for other people." Because those guys at the beginning, Coldplay and loads of other people in my community, they really kind of built me up.
Hmm.
They built me up financially that I could afford a good wheelchair,
Right.
decent arms, decent prosthetics. They really put in the groundwork, and I will always owe them just as much as I owe the NHS, just as much as I owe my surgeons and Jeff, who saved my life. So for me now, it's about, I'll never be able to repay them. I can't give them money to say thank you. But what I can do is work on projects like the Wheelchair Factory,
Yeah.
affordable prosthetics, treatment for Parkinson's, all the stuff that we're involved in, all the university research, trying to bring better products onto the market for people like me, people with disabilities. That's the way that I can give back to them, and obviously to people that unfortunately arrive like me, and to give them enough of an idea that there's an incredible life out there if you want it, that it's all possible, all doable. Just dream up what you want to do and build a right team and you'll make it happen.